Hello guys, so today I am going to be talking about how I met Mr. Smith and how I became Mrs. Smith. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do, and most importantly, please share this channel. Let everybody get to watch it. And I want to talk to you guys how I met this most amazing man in the world, Mr. Smith. Sit back and hear all the juicy details.
For 6 years, I was married, and the marriage didn't come out well as I expected. But one thing was for sure, I was not over finding true love. And that's what prompted me to go on dating site. Yes, dating site. I went on dating site hoping to find true love, and boy was it a journey. And I'm gonna tell you guys all about it today. So guys, I met my husband last year on January 14, 15. That's when I met him on the site. I started talking to him. I was actually the one that, said hi first. And you might ask why. I loved his beard. One of the attributes I just like. Yeah, we got talking, and he gave me his number, and I reached out to him. Oh my God! The first time I started talking to him on phone, the first time I heard his voice. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. Like, guys, his voice is super amazing. And the funny part was that he told me he was 65 then. Yeah, 65. And I was like, okay, because I have this thing about when people are older, there's a way their voice is. But his was just bubbly. And because I had heard his voice on the phone, meanwhile, I hadn't seen his face on camera yet. We got talking. I got used to his voice. Lovely voice, lovely voice. And so it came to the day I'm like, I need to see you on video. And, well, nothing prepared me for what I was going to see because he was super huge, guys. He was big, and look at me, guys. I'm pretty small, so this guy was over 200 pounds, heading 300 pounds, I think. And I was like, you know how that's how we do it over here. Like when you see something and you're like, you don't like, you just go, But he had an amazing character, guys, and you can't put money on that. Trust me, because if a guy has nice character, he has a sense of humor, and every other thing can be sorted out a bit, at least by me. I mean, I'm okay with that. So yeah, so I decided to pursue just talking to him, just wanting to be friends with him. And when I brought it up to him, I'm like, he wanted something serious. I'm like, nah, I just want to be friends first, let's get talking. And then he said to me, I don't want to be one of your men. Oh my goodness, that really put me off. Like, that was a turn off right there. I'm like, what do you mean you don't want to be one of my men? Like, so what are you trying to say? That I'm talking to a lot of people? Yeah, I mean, it's a dating site, so he was free to think about whatever he was thinking about, which was normal. And yeah, so I went off talking to him for 2 weeks, but that voice kept haunting me. I really missed that voice. I mean, I was still talking to other people on the site because, like I said, I wasn't used to dating big people, like extreme big people, and he was pretty big. And I'm gonna show you guys his picture, like the before and of course the after. And yeah, so that was pretty much it. After 2 weeks again, guys, I reached out to him. I was thinking he was gonna answer, but he did, and he was even more pleasant. And we got talking. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give this guy a chance. That's why I stopped talking to other people and I was more focused on him. And we got talking month after month, January, February, March. I knew it was serious in the month of March because he had started talking about wanting to come and see me, and I was pretty excited. I wanted to see him, wanted to talk, about the future. And guys, when you are my age, you are not you're not looking for something casual. You have to really know what you want. And I wanted to settle down. I was ready to settle down, to have a family, to have my kids. My kids are my daughter is going to be 11, my son is 8. So I wanted a father figure in the house. They have a father, and the father is pretty much active in their lives, but I wanted them to like actually see what it was like for a man and a woman to like live under the same roof. That's what I wanted to like give my children, and that was what one of the things I brought to God in prayer, that I wanted a man who will love me, love my children, take my children as his own. And pretty much he was doing that. When he told me that he was going to like come to Nigeria, I'm like, okay, the place I'm living at the moment is not a place you want to like come to, because he had never been to an African country. So he was like, okay, I should start looking for a place. I showed it to him. He was like, okay, he likes it. So we kept talking and making plans of how we were going to see. And in between this time, there were like challenges in our relationship, because you have to like understand the cultural background is totally different. He's an American, I'm a Nigerian, and there are things I take more seriously, and there are things he doesn't take seriously. So that was one of the things I had to like learn about him, and he had to like learn about me. We had our fights, our disagreements, but we always found a way to come around it and just like talk. So in the month of May, after talking so much with him, he had a little bit of challenge. So many things happen, and guys, men, they have issues of sharing what is going on. They want to like handle things, and he was just going through stuff. And at this point, I couldn't just get through to him, and he was like, no, 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 I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not doing this. This is getting toxic. And I was so heartbroken. When we ladies, when we invest, like we do invest. When we love, we love with our whole heart, and that was pretty much what happened to me. And so, yeah, the relationship was over in the month of May, and that was it, guys. I was just heartbroken. I mean, I don't know how he was feeling. Pretty much, I'm sure he was feeling bad as well. But we went our separate ways, and at this point, I went back on the dating side. After a while, I went back on the dating side, but I was just tired. I was exhausted, emotionally drained. I went back to the side. I started talking to other people, but none of them seemed to like meet up to his standard, and I wasn't willing to like go below the standard. I told myself I'm gonna like move on with my relationship with God, because at this point my relationship with God had began to like dwindle a little bit. I had to like find myself in that place of prayer, just not praying for him to come back, but praying for me to like know myself, to like understand who I was, and so that when that man finally comes, I'll be ready for it. Because at that point, I don't think I was really ready for marriage, because there were like a lot of things I was dealing with, bringing in my past relationship into the relationship that I was having with him. So I needed to like really sort myself out, in a place of prayer. At this point, I'm still wondering, what is he doing in his life? Is he thinking about me? But as God would have his way, I reached out to him again, because a friend spoke with me and said, why don't you try reaching out to him? I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna like reach out to him. Nah, I'm not. That he was the one that called it off. And she was like, maybe there was something he was going through at that moment, and he couldn't, just tell you, and he wanted to like deal with it. That's how men are. So yeah, I decided to like reach out to him. At this point, it had been over for like almost 10 months. I didn't expect him to like reply, honestly, because what I just did, I said, how are you doing? He actually replied. And when he replied, I mean, it was like it had never been over, guys. It had never been over, because something strange happened to him. He said that morning when he came out to his kitchen or something like that, and he saw 2 pieces of paper on his table. Those were the things he just like write based on his fridge, just put it at every corner, because I told him we need to like confess, what we want in our life. And he saw those pieces of paper on the counter. Tell me, isn't that God? A few minutes later, my text came in, into his phone, and he was like, this isn't a coincidence. And he decided to reply. So that's how he replied, like day after day, night after night, laughing. And then he said he was going to come and see me, and he was going to come and do what he had planned to do. And that is, of course, like get married. At this point, I'm like, are you dreaming? Are you dreaming? Are you dreaming? No, I wasn't dreaming. It was really, really happening. This was God intervention. Preparation started, planning, the wedding and everything, and me going to the airport to go and meet him for the first time. I hugged him at the airport. We got talking. The first day, like, it was just amazing. We got married, court. We got married in church. We got married traditionally. It was a beautiful wedding. I married the love of my life. And if you are a single lady and you are over 49, because I'm 49, I'm going to be 50 in like about 2 3 months now, and you think it's too late to like find love, don't let anyone lie to you. It's never too late to like find love. Make sure you follow me on this channel, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share, and until then, this is Mrs. Smith.